sister is abusing her daughter and I don't know how to protect her more. I'm writing this for my friend in her POV and I'm trying to get advice for her. My 18F sister, 21, has a daughter, 3F, and she basically emotionally and physically abuses her daughter to the point my niece has anxiety. She whoops her when she's being bad, and every time my niece feels she's done something bad, she'll cry and have a meltdown. My sister lives with me and my mom. I'm trying everything in my power to give my niece a safe space, and I even pay for whatever she needs. The last incident has motivated me to do more to ensure my niece's safety. My niece came out the room she was locked in. I didn't know my sister left. The baby was literally left in the room by herself. When she came out the room, she was crying in fear. She would not calm down because she was scared of what her mom will do. When my sister came back, she says, "I told you I was leaving and I told your stupid ass to go to bed." She also called her a brat. My niece is even afraid to show affection towards me. She'll give me a kiss and she'll say right away, "Don't tell mommy." I'm scared as well as my family. We are afraid to remove her from the household because of what may happen to my niece. It's a confusing situation for us and we don't know what to do. I'm thinking about making a report with CPS soon, but we don't want the kid to go into a group home. We want to be able to kick my sister out but keep her daughter. Call the child abuse hotline right now. That child needs an adult to stick up for her and give her the voice she doesn't have. Call right now. This is such a difficult scenario for someone so young, but well done for being so caring for your niece's safety. I know she's your sister, but your niece is helpless. You have to put her first and do as others are saying, report her to the police. What is your mum's opinion on the matter? Call CPS on your sister. Document everything, dates, times, the abuse, everything. If you can record stuff, even better. Build the case up and take it all to the police. Since you all are family, I'm sure your case for custody will be strong. I'm so sorry you all are going through this. Fight for that baby. Frown. I've told her, the aunt, to record and document everything. She was thinking that too. The situation just escalated to where the sister has bought a gun. So the family is trying to move in a way where no one gets hurt. The child does not immediately go to a group home, especially if there is a reliable family member that could care for the child and provide a stable environment for them. CPS is not about sending the kids away, it's about providing adequate care and removing them from dangerous or neglectful situations. I wouldn't wait to call CPS. In the meantime, while you're waiting, this poor innocent child is being subjected to cruel, abusive behavior from someone you know is doing it. It's time for you to step in and contact the proper authorities to provide that reliable and stable foundation for this child, your niece. After you've contacted CPS and they've begun their investigation, and they will ask many questions to you to see if you're emotionally and physically capable of handling her. Remove your abusive and morally reprehensible sister from the home and perhaps look into what options CPS has in place for future protection of this child. My mom hurt my dad last night and now none of us know what to do. I'm 18 and my younger sister is 15. Last night my parents were violently arguing like they never have before. And I shit you not, they never argue. They've always been really close and love each other a lot. It was a fight about my grandmother. I'm not sure what exactly happened, but my mom ended up slapping my dad across the face. Their room door was closed and my sister and I heard it loud and clear. My mom has been apologizing to my dad ever since, but he refuses to speak to her. I don't know how she ended up slapping him, what made her think it was okay to do so. I'm really not sure what's going to happen now. I don't want them to get separated. I haven't spoken to mom because I'm mad at her too. Edit, thanks, but this is a very mixed comment section. I'm begging you all to stop DMing me and saying I'm a hypocrite because I would have called the cops on my dad if he had slapped my mom. No, I would not have. They are my parents. I still love my mother a lot despite what she did because she is my parent and has raised me and loved me for 18 years. She has never been abusive with any of us. I have never been hit, neither has my dad. If she was mad at any of us, she was the one to carry out a rational conversation until everything was cleared up. I know she slapped him in the heat of the moment, and I also know that it was wrong. I'm so sick of everyone bringing in feminism and saying I'm a feminazi because I'm not calling the cops on my mother and role reversal. I would have the same reaction if the roles were reversed. Please stop. My mom slapped my dad across his face in the kitchen. Without missing a beat he slapped her back. They divorced shortly thereafter. Most men can't take that risk of self-defense. If the genders were reversed here, everyone would have been bashing your dad and telling your mom to leave his abusive ass. You pretty much can't do anything in this situation. Let the adults manage it themselves. I would let them work it out, but be there for your dad. He probably needs the support, especially since his main outer support system, your mom, betrayed him, abused him. She physically abused her husband. Check in on how your sister is doing in this situation, have a chat and give her a big hug. Make sure she isn't forgotten in this and support each other. You are both so young. 3 Best of luck and be careful to not get dragged too deep into your parents' issues. No matter the age, you are still the child and they are the parents. For me personally, becoming too involved in my parents' issues only caused resentment and exacerbated a cycle of codependency. Take care of yourself and your sister first. Tell your mom what she did was horrible and you're ashamed of her. Simple words can cut good and deep. She needs to know the whole household won't tolerate or condone abuse. Most importantly, remember whatever happens between your parents will never be your fault. I've, 19M, decided to ask my best friend, 19F, of 19 years out, and if the answer was negative I would end things permanently as it was too depressing for me to continue. She did reject me and I had to end our friendship, and now she won't stop contacting me. How can I tell her to stop politely? Throw away, since she and a few of our friends know each other's Reddit accounts. As the title suggests, our mothers are childhood best friends and we were pretty much raised together. We went to the same schools and are going to the same college as well. She was the first and only girl that I love and I was too much of a coward to ever confess my feelings. It affected my life too much. I couldn't date other people, thinking that it would be unfair of me to waste their time when I was in love with someone else. And seeing her with other guys is to this day the worst feeling I've ever felt. I finally decided that I would confess, and if the answer was negative, which I was expecting it to be, I would end things off and try to move on with my life. I asked her out. She cried and said she didn't see me that way, and it was a confusing time for her since her boyfriend broke up with her a month and a half ago. It's been a few days now and it's still a sore subject for me how I was the one who got rejected, and she cried and made me feel extra worse for loving her. I mean, I am not blaming her or anything. Anyway, I am rambling a bit too much as it's still a fresh wound for me. Now, I get 5 to 10 plus text and nearly as many video/voice messages from her daily. Messages range from telling me not to give up on our relationship and giving her time as if it will change something, to asking me to hang out at our favorite place or inviting me to her home as she cooked me my favorite style of steak. On video/voice messages she ranges from crying to denial/jubilant. My own mother asked me twice if I did something to her. I am already hurting as it is, and seeing her like this makes me want to punch something until I break my fingers, but I feel like I have to do what's right for me. Otherwise, I am afraid of becoming that guy who lives in the past, never having done anything with his life. I just hope one day I can finally accept the situation between us and become friends again. It's not like I hate her or anything. She asked me to give her time, but I am not sure if I can do that. I've spent more time with her than my own parents throughout my life, and if I cave in and stay with her now, I feel like I won't be able to move on when she rejects me again. And I am angry at my mother as well, who asked me to talk with my best friend at least 5 to 6 times since that incident, saying that she was hurting. She's supposed to be my mother. Does she not realize this is a tough situation for me? What can I say or do that will make people around me accept the situation as it is and move on? Update: well, I thought about what you guys said and I guess I do need to talk to her one last time so she can move move on as well. I owe her that much. I don't plan on becoming that sad guy who never moved on from an early unrequited love, so I am adamant about a no contact break that will last as much as it's needed for me to move on and forget about my feelings. I mean, I am not sure if that's possible. Even just reading her desperate messages makes me want to run back and comfort her, but I guess I need to do this for myself. We are gonna meet up tonight at our place. Wish me luck. Oh, and anyone who told me I was a creep, I manipulated her, blackmailed her. I wasn't really her friend but just a liar who pretended to be a friend or became her friend just to get in her pants. I just want to say that even though I don't believe in afterlife, I really hope that it's real and you get to enjoy some crispy time in the depths of hell. I was best friends with her when I was 3 years old, and I was best friends with her when I was 11 as well. Do you think I planned this shit? I didn't say either go out with me or we are over. I made sure that she didn't what I planned if there was a rejection or dissatisfaction about her reply, because I wanted her honest answer, and sometimes you have to do what's right for you. It hurts me that I don't know how am I gonna spend my days without her filling every part between waking up and departing for home, but I guess that's life. I wanted to ignore it at first, and then I was too much of a coward to risk my relationship with her, but with time, I just couldn't stand the feeling, so I did something. Not saying I am faultless or anything, but I am still learning as I go on about life. I am gonna make mistakes, and the only thing I can hope for is that my mistakes don't come to bite me in the ass with too much force, as it's guaranteed that I'll make mistakes and some of them will bite me in the ass in the future. Might or might not update anymore after this according to my mental state. Thanks to anyone who gave me advice and support. Update 2. I mean, look at it from her perspective. Her best friend from childhood, who she viewed as a platonic friend, just confessed. She's hurt because she feels that she lost a friend of 19 years. You're both hurt for different reasons. Distance yourself from her and hopefully the feelings fade and you can move on. Also, if she broke up with her BF just a month prior, she can still be getting over him and was caught off guard when you confessed. I think time and space is the current solution. In all fairness, you dropped a bomb on her without any chance for her to prepare herself. You need to give her a chance to process things. Yeah, movies really need to stop pushing this idea of confessing because it's super fucking awkward for the other person. Call me old-fashioned or weird, but I don't believe you can love someone romantically until you are in a relationship with them. Someone saying they've been in love with me romantically for years when we never had that type of relationship would be jarring, and it doesn't really make sense. Dude, you're 19. You've only just begun to live.